Guys, so this is the gossip box, right? It's better for a relationship to try This is the Gossip Box podcast brought to you by Legacy TV, and my name is Muse. And on this show, I'm not alone. I'm with two amazing ladies, one millennials, and one Gen Z. So, millennials, speak for yourself, so they can identify. They go do. They go do. You even gave yourself up. Why are you too forward? That's one thing about these Gen Z people. Then they always shoot words for where nobody's.
Inside hole, right? They want to feel among the millennials like us, but they cannot just. It's not just happening.
You're giving yourself away.
Now she should talk about.
Who look like Jason? Yeah.
Look at you.
No be by body.
Not be my body.
No be by body. No be by body.
Hi guys, I'm Gracey. Jesse, oh yeah.
Hi guys, I'm Ndidi. Glad to be on this show.
But you know they show for your face. You
Grace,
glad. Just glad
I
coming.
beg.
Now because say Gen Z they sit down near so
She's
she just
giving
try
me some
others.
vibes. I'm feeling very uncomfortable, honestly.
All these Jesse body they pay them too much, but they'll be fine. Because we millennials we are so understanding.
She
want
said
to be
millennials. She
millennials
said
by all
millennials. She said millennials. She
You
never
want, to
said
be, you want to be millennial by all means.
Millennial.
But I'm so sorry, my love.
don't force it. Don't force
I'm
it.
so sorry, you're Gen Z.
I wanted to say you can never be born again, but then you might
Own
read
it.
it from the other angle. So
Own it, baby
accept
girl.
it,
Own it.
sit in it, enjoy it.
All right.
My boss have been millennials, so they never know they talk.
Okay, guys. So on this podcast, we're going to be talking about a very interesting matter. This one, the interesting, it passed interesting. Now we're going to be talking about deal breakers. We're going to streamline it to a particular thing that most people don't always like to talk about. I love the fact that Gen Zs are very much outspoken about it. They those days when we want to talk about this particular thing, our parents are always like hiding it. It's not something you should say out, it's not something you should do this, but then we have preferences. As we're growing, we have choices, we see things that we cannot accept, things that we cannot be comfortable with. Now we're streamlining to, is sex actually a deal breaker? Like, does it make sense for one to say in a relationship that this is a deal breaker for me? If it's not it, I'm not going. Right, guys? So so we're going to start with giving our own ideologies of what a deal breaker is from your own understanding. What do you think a deal breaker is?
A deal breaker is something that is like an issue that if it's not resolved or met, it can terminate an agreement, a relationship.
The situation.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, okay. A deal breaker is something that you can't do without, or something you can't do without that to terminate an agreement or a relationship.
If you're with somebody that cannot do without alcohol,
Eventually, the relationship will have to end.
so
Except the person is willing to change.
okay.
If he's not willing to change, then I can't.
So does this now mean that deal breakers you can give room for amendments,
Yeah,
no
sure.
matter how long it's going to take?
Yeah.
As far as you see that the person is making efforts.
Now I want to look at from the female perspective. There are things that you will hear, you will know that to women this is a deal breaker. If it's not there, I mean it's most likely not going to work. For example, men always think or say that women can't do well in a relationship where there is not much finance. But that's not true. Money is not always a deal breaker for women. I believe that so long as you're thriving, you're not restricting yourself, you're not comfortable in that I don't say being broke zone or not having enough zone, you're making efforts, constant efforts to want to do better. A woman can actually stay with you. It's not really about the money or what she's getting from it. So long as she sees that you're letting me help you and you're actually helping yourself, right? So when they say money is always a deal breaker for women, if you don't have money, a woman will look easy. Like it's most of them that are lazy, that don't always want to put in effort. So now where I'm going to is I'm trying to ask what are the things, like, can we list out the things that we feel or we know that are deal breakers for women, and then we're also going to touch the
Hmm.
angle of men.
For women, I would say someone who is abusive.
Mm,
That also goes to someone that's controlling as well. And for some women, not all, sex
mm,
is a deal breaker.
okay.
And some people as well, religion depends. Like if you're a Muslim or a Christian, some people can't marry
Yeah,
Muslims if they are
yeah.
Christians, and vice versa.
I think tribe too can fall in.
Yeah,
Some people, that one is like a big deal breaker. Like, if it's not this, I'm not doing. No matter the
yeah,
money, the
yeah,
love. If you
yeah,
like break your head or work with your
yeah,
head, for me, it's never going to work.
yeah. That's true.
Okay. How about you?
For me, I would say money,
Hmm.
because why? People will tell you you don't know the true nature of a man until when he's rich.
That's
Mm.
money.
Poor man, they can do everything for you. Poor men can do anything for you. In fact, they'll make you feel like their words is just for you. Do you understand?
Yeah. Then
Until when that same man
when it
starts
starts
seeing
coming
money,
in,
then you start seeing his true nature. So you can
changes.
never know if a man loves you when he's poor. It's when
Hmm.
he's rich, you know if the man loves. So money also is good for women.
Now, I think I would say not all women.
Not all women, sha, because
Yeah, most
Yeah.
women.
there are still some people that will still, but most, but
Especially
majority,
women who have been with a man that has
that,
money.
Yeah.
or have seen the true nature of
Yeah.
Mm.
what a man without money can do
Switches
when
up,
he,
like,
yeah.
but then it's not always going to be like that, because it's not all men that have that mindset of
On most cases, hmm,
hmm,
it's like that. Because you see a man that was very loyal when he does not have money, but he starts cheating.
don't
Now he has money to lodge.
And it happens a lot.
Yes, it
yeah.
happens a lot. And you see, let me say, if there are 100 men, 95 is cheating.
So now, don't you think that it's not just on the angle of the women,
Mm.
on the angle of the men rather. There are women that switch up too. See, when a girl is used to maybe the person she dated before used to give her 20,000 naira
Mhm.
as allowance. Then she met somebody that um starts giving her 100,000 naira.
Mm.
Then coincidentally, someone just randomly gives her 300K. What
Mm.
do you think is going to happen?
Is she dating any of them at the moment? At that moment,
Yes,
rather.
let's say she dated this one, then something happened, the relationship ended. Then the next person, it was more than what it was in the next relationship, and then the next one, it
The next
was,
relationship was more.
yes. Don't you think that is going to change that lady's narrative and perspective too?
Of
Same
course.
way, almost at that point, that 20K did not make her rich. You could classify her as maybe a poor girl or an average Nigerian girl, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're used to seeing all these things. See, you go start to dey look that your person somehow.
Yeah. Of
Somehow,
course.
somehow you start saying, "Oh, more, we need to do this." Coincidentally, you see yourself wanting to bring in ideas that, okay, why don't we try this? Why don't we do this? Just so you let's have more source of income, because you know that since everything I've been seeing, there's like an increment,
Yeah.
like there's like progression of the funds coming in. I would always want more.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Do you understand? And I think it's the same thing that happened with the guys too, because they are used to this kind of girl. Now
Like their
they've had
standards
it.
are
Yes, they will now want to
getting
say,
higher.
let's see how it's going to be with this person. Let's see how it's going to be, because I already know this type of people. Let's say he was dating a girl that was in school. Now school too off on a day. You manage, income, get money. You don't go outside now. You don't see people that are
Mhm.
working, people that own businesses, people that are independent.
Mhm.
The narrative is going to change. It takes a lot. It takes so much for a man to say, see, this is all you've done, and I'm not going to like leave you because it's not going to be a deal breaker. Highest, I'll help you change. I'll help you build. I'll help you become that person that I've seen and I like and I want you to be. And I'll make you see that, okay, it's not like I'm forcing you to be it or I'm trying to change you to be it, but I'm just trying to tell you that we've grown past how we were when we fell in love. Because one thing people don't get is that you grow in love. You don't just believe that the love you had when you were 20 is always going to be the same pattern, the same thing till you are 25. It's always going to change. So I feel like it's not always on the men's side. It happens to the women as well. Now it's going to bring me to say, is sex actually a deal breaker? Should it even be a deal breaker?
It should be.
Yes, it should. But at the same time, it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
Like if we talk about like people that are like into religion, like deep in faith, like Christians,
Yeah.
most of them wouldn't want to have sex if they are dating someone.
Mhm.
And to only work well if they are dating someone that's also in the same faith with them that doesn't want to have sex.
You're a Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Personally, is sex a deal breaker for you?
It's actually under circumstance. I can and I cannot, depending on the situation.
Now, I love that you pointed that some people that are deep in faith can actually say, okay, this relationship, we know that we're not doing this. But are you saying under circumstance? Are you not deep in faith?
I am deep in faith, but
thank you.
She's not deep in faith.
You're deep in faith. What?
Are you my mouthpiece?
It's an obvious. It's an obvious thing.
There are people that are still deep in faith but still have sex.
Yeah. And you never marry.
And there are people that say they are deep in faith but they are not, and they don't want to have sex.
I don't understand that.
So people that form
celibacy is different.
Oh, you are going on a
yes. You know that
if I'm
the word of God
celibate before I meet someone that wants a relationship, I can as well go ahead without having sex.
Yes, if you both see that, okay, this is it before we even started, this is how it's going to be for us. Fine, you agree to it. But then saying that you're not actually saying that people that are people that are deep in faith can actually do without having sex, and then under circumstances it depends on your partner.
Because
right?
Someone who has been celibate is easy for the person. Someone who has not even had sex at all is very easy for the person. But someone who has not been celibate or who has a regular
sexual intercourse,
sex life is going to be hard, except you just make that decision like, I do not want to. And there are also disadvantages to this, not having sex till marriage, and there are also advantages as well.
Can we hear?
Okay.
Advantages and disadvantages as well.
The advantage is that you're not like having multiple partners. So you're limiting who you're having sex with, your body count. And disadvantage is that you get married and you're already married. What if you find out that your husband or your wife cannot please you the way he or she is supposed to? Do you get? Or he's not able to, just say he's not able to perform as he should.
But they teach people.
Yeah, they do, but how long are you going to
say?
How long are you going to teach? Okay, let's put an instance like this. Imagine a guy getting married to a virgin. The guy is experienced.
She's not.
That virgin will not really want to learn, or
she will
explore.
No, with time.
No, if you love somebody, you will. Yes.
If the guy has a kinky, if he has a kinky mindset towards sex, and she has this regular mindset of just the regular.
That is why you already know the kind of person
it's not everybody.
Right?
It's not everybody.
It's not just her thing. But
it's not everybody that will be willing.
Because she's definitely going to be willing for your partner, for someone you say you love. Yes.
I will still stand on what I'm saying. It's not everybody that will be willing to explore. Remember, the guy has had multiple sex partners. And has learned over time. But the girl, she's just having this person, this man.
I feel like
she can still learn. Yes,
it's not everybody.
Maybe if she leaves that her partner, she will just drop it at
yes.
This is not her.
It is not everybody, and I'll still stand on that. It's not everybody that will be willing to learn or explore.
For a virgin, she would do
For
it.
a virgin.
Because that's her
Some
friend.
people
She
will,
will.
some people will.
Yeah,
Why some people won't?
but most
Trust
people
me.
will.
Most people will.
Most people
Most
will.
people
Okay,
will.
most people. That's say
Yes.
some people will not.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about you, like personally? Okay, you already said it's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's a deal
But
breaker
why?
for her.
Abstaining from sex before marriage is just like when they give you a box and you are trying to pick something and you don't know what lies in there for you.
Mm.
Like there will be so many what ifs. And being as someone that has been, sexually active before,
Mm.
they now choose to go on that journey and now get someone that is not it at all.
Mm. So don't you think you can teach this person? Don't you think you'd be able to tell this person that this is about us, because sex is not about one person, right? It's two people enjoying it. That's why God made procreation. That is the avenue where you have to have that moment and then be able to give birth to children.
Sometimes what is not there is not there is no matter of
That means you're going to accept when men say you have to get pregnant before we marry you. When we see whether you feel born.
people still do that till today.
And it's not a problem.
It's not a problem for some people because they still do it till today. You will see many marriages, the women are heavily pregnant on wedding gown. People still do it till
So
today.
it's still people still do it, but then it's not right.
It's not right. That you choose to be like, okay, this is my thing. All right, let me do it. But you can still say it's not my thing. And
now what I'm still trying to say is that it's not sex should not be a deal breaker.
it's for you.
Yeah, that's your
You cannot
opinion.
tell me
Everyone has
what
their
to
opinion.
say. Like it's my opinion. For
It
me.
should not. I don't think it should be on the list of deal breakers. Okay,
what if this guy
if you put
actually
money on
impotent
that
and is
list,
using
I could say yes.
abstinence
To a large
cover up?
extent, money will. I can say yes to a large extent, money will, but then sex, nah, it shouldn't be on that list.
When people have sexual intercourse, they can get closer or they can go apart.
Yeah.
You get. So if you don't have, let's say you're dating this person, you don't have sex with them to know how compatible you guys are together. Then you get married and you now find out that I'm not even.
Do you know that?
Do you know there are some?
Do you know that most of
that once you have sex with that person, you just hate the person.
You get. You just like.
Now, do you know that most
withdrawn, like
most of our parents married as virgins? They didn't know.
You cannot know.
Most of them.
Even all of them.
Most of them
what
did.
What they will tell you.
Now most of them did, and the bond is still there. It was not based off this is what we had. We had to bond. We had to stay.
You see, times are changing. Yeah, they're not our parents.
And our parents had to, go through a lot.
Yes, you did actually know.
It was more like you have to just obey your husband, be submissive, just take everything. You're the wife,
and it's what they will tell you. You would believe. So, my dear,
I just feel it's a personal decision. If you want to, if you don't want to, but I feel it's important.
And some cases, even the men, after some men they are literally just after you because of sex. Then you now tell them, okay, please, I don't want to do this until our marriage, and they'll be like, some men will go, they're that desperate that they'll go as far as, okay, no problem.
Okay, let me give an instance now.
Finally marry you just because they just want to.
So you meet somebody and then the whole talking stage thing, right? You guys have never met, you've never stayed in a room before together, and then you start talking, you know that this person is definitely going to ask you out, and then you already like this person's personality, you already like everything about this person, like this is your dream man.
It ticks the boxes.
Yes, it ticks everything. And then this person tells you, I'm not going to have sex with you until you get married. Would you turn it down?
I will watch her. And I will try now, pre-trial now.
How long will you watch?
Let's see how far you can go. Some men can be very tricky.
I will be watching at least. Let me know that
Yeah, he really cares about me. He really loves me.
Safe. I'll still be watching out like some signs that okay, this person is sexually active. Not that he's an impotent man. Then he's using abstinence.
How will you know if he's sexually active?
Some of them might say that and be cheating outside.
No, how will you know if he's sexually active?
Like there's there's no how you be with a woman you love and maybe one or two touch here and there.
See,
Are we not going to kiss?
in church, they're going to tell you that you're going to avoid those things that will make you want to lead
never
yourself
kiss your
into
partner?
having sex. People have done it. People still do it.
Okay, so no kissing.
No.
No.
Eh? Wait, how you get to hug? Have you no hugging?
Conversations can get you to be intimate.
Imagine getting married to a man that he cannot even.
He cannot.
You're already married.
What's that
already
description you did?
You already
Who did
said
not
yes,
do?
and you're already in it.
Ha!
So now you have to start looking
There are
for,
medical
looking
solutions
for
to these
ways.
things.
For how long? Many years?
There are medical solutions to these things.
Eh?
Something that not created.
When you be looking forward to the wedding night,
This is where we say our goodbye.
you not tell you, baby, just come, just give me some time.
Come on.
First day, second day, third day, 1 week
Oh
before
my.
you now start realizing that
Oh
probably
my
something
God.
is actually wrong somewhere.
Wow.
So me, I feel all these things need to be checked and
It needs to be checked.
analyzed. It's very important.
Hmm.
God made it.
Okay.
People don't want to abstain from it. We'll go to the hospital. Ask my doctor, please check this man. Check him. Let me know that everything is okay.
It's
with him.
okay. And
understand?
the
I
decision
understand.
is not because
Okay,
of
so,
a particular
it's a health,
thing.
any health condition or so. Like, okay, no, wala. And he took
Now, yes, I understand the fact that the whole sex thing is to connect and to know this person better and to know if this person actually fits in.
Mm.
So if this person does not fit in, you break up. You go and find someone that fits in, right?
Mm.
Your body
Sorry,
counts they
if the
increase.
person doesn't fit into what exactly
Your sexual life.
Okay.
The person does not satisfy you. The person does not.
If the person is not willing to learn, then
You go find another person. And if the
if he's not willing to learn,
yes.
but there are other things that
If
can
he's not
actually
willing-
substitute for that.
Wait, what if he's not willing to learn because he doesn't want to rush it? I mean, you people are not married, so this should not be like something you should hold on to.
I'll ask him, in your previous relationship, were you having sex?
What if he wasn't?
Have you ever had sex?
What if he has?
So why did you decide not
You reach
to?
my turn now. You know.
Why did you decide not to? What happened that you said you're not
Things
going
happen to people.
And then he should talk to me.
Do you know that there are people that have been in relationships and then they realize that we shouldn't be doing this, so we shouldn't be having this sex, and they've
already done it.
Yes, they've done it before, and then
they've seen that they are compatible. If it's like that, it's not a problem.
No. Okay, no. They had sex, right? And then let's say the relationship is barely 3 months. And then you used maybe a month and some weeks to get to know each other, and then you maybe one thing led to one thing, you got to have sex, and then you sat yourselves down to say, see, let's not do this until you were ready to take legal actions to become actual partners, husband and wife.
That's understandable. If you people are willing to, if there's an agreement, people have understood yourself.
You guys have done
there is no problem.
Okay, if he says he's not ready to get married, he needs to have some fun at least in the next 1 year or so. Can you hold on? Yes, for the marriage.
We'll see and see now. We'll see how far it can go now.
Continue from where you stopped. Where did you stop?
Stop before him, stop.
Thank you. Because that's what I was about to say. Continue from where you stop. Where?
1 year is a long time.
Depending on what he's
We'll continue doing what we have been doing.
And I will see how far now. 1 year has reached. Nothing is really.
Okay, you can hold on for 1 year.
I can hold on and see.
And you're not going to look out for any.
I can't have one option. You cannot have one. You cannot be carrying only.
You will not have one option.
Can you have only one option for something?
Yes.
Put all your eggs in
Can you put all your eggs in one basket? Doesn't mean you're having
You
a
might
sexual
get
relationship
some
with the other person.
Mm.
Do you get? You might just have an option there. Doesn't mean by
What
talking about
option would you have there? Like if it's not a sexual, what's option? Okay, you just want to have a partner that you always be kissing and touching his dick or what?
No, I'm not talking about sexual. I'm saying that if this guy is saying he wants to marry you when he has fun and you like him, you're watching out. If he happens to disappoint you, you're starting all over again.
What if he's not going to disappoint you? I mean, he's plain about everything. He's like you know everything he does.
Fine. Then you stick with him. But that doesn't mean, I'm not saying options in the sense that you're gonna be kissing someone or having sex with someone. No.
So what are the options
There
for?
are still relationships where you can be in where you're not doing anything with the person. There are people that won't be interested in
Are you saying that this relationship will exist even you being with this person?
Uh-huh.
Are you? I don't understand what those options are for, because you cannot.
Okay, let's put it like this.
Okay.
A lady that is looking to marry, or a guy that's looking to marry, is only one girl who'll be looking at.
Definitely not.
So if you're looking to marry,
Why do you say so? So now if you're looking to marry, you're
Mhm.
not looking at one person.
No.
I won't look at one person. I'll put my mind will be open.
Yes.
I'll have an open mind.
So let's say you're in a relationship now, and maybe you've talked about the future once in a while, and you know that okay, we're actually serious, we're not playing. Are you saying that you're also going to keep your mind open to say
Yes, because
this person not gonna be?
anything can happen.
Imagine a relationship for 3 or 5 years,
Anything can
and you've talked
happen.
about the future. Then
They
tomorrow
are
something
ruining
just
your
happens,
babies.
and
Anything can happen, no.
you find yourself back to square one.
Anything
You have
can
to start all
happen.
over again. I'm not
So-
saying you should have a sexual relationship with another person. Do you get?
So what is that person going to be giving you while you're still with this person that you're with? How are you going to sustain? How are you going to sustain that
with
friendship or that
communication. You can tell the person. You
situation?
can tell the person, oh, I have someone.
Yes, I
Oh,
have someone.
I have someone that
There are some
I'm
people that will
dating.
tell you, okay,
And
no
they'll be like,
problem.
okay, no problem,
I'll
but
give you time.
I
Do
just
your
know that
thing. I like you. I'm
you.
here for
Do you
you.
get? It's not like you're doing anything
If
with
now
that
your
person.
brother, you go agree make girl do that.
You may go find get with the relationship. Don't know what to do. Now,
Okay.
No, but that's
knows
the
what
truth.
they are
If
putting
you're
themselves
looking to
into
get
now.
married, I'm saying for people looking to get married, to settle down, you cannot except your relationship is very strong and
So now,
fine.
because this
put
feels
either
like you
engagement
trying to
ring
tell you
or-
this feels like you trying to tell guys out there that if a girl tells you she dey relationship, make dem no go use you do wait list.
It can
Yes,
happen
now.
to
Anything can happen, and they
anybody.
might be the lucky
It can
one.
happen to anybody.
Okay, they'll be the
Anytime soon.
lucky one.
It can happen to anybody. That's just you have to just protect yourself and be on guard. No one is saying you should go and be sleeping with another person. They just keep
But
an
the
open mind.
truth still remains that most of these situationships put on hold would actually somehow, even if it's not sex, there'll be a form of intimacy last. Because for you to keep this
Okay.
person in that situation, you have a connect. You need to build that relationship. This person is not going to just be in your list, and
No.
And
this
most
person
of
is
the
just going
time,
to
this
be in
person
your
is not
list
going to
and
be somebody that you just met. It can be an old
I
time
even
friend.
have.
Mm.
It can be a long time
yes.
friend.
Can
What
even be
about
an
girls?
ex.
What about
Can
girls
even be
that
an
have
ex that will
2 or
tell
3
you.
guys propose to them? What would you say? Were they dating them? Yes. Or is it just one that just came to them and say, marry me?
so you're dating three people at the same time.
I'm not saying me. I can't even
You say
date 3 people at
people.
the same time.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, girls that get proposed to by 2 guys or 3 guys probably kept an open mind, and the one that was really serious came true.
Mm.
That's just it. It's marriage, yeah, you're thinking about your future. So you cannot just oh, even this person is saying, okay, I want to be, fine, no problem.
As
But
long as you have not made plans, you have not even done.
do you
You have not done
understand?
any engagement.
If somebody else is
can't tie
interested, you don't know
myself down
where
for
the husband or the wife
nothing.
is coming from. That's just the truth. So I never said you must have a sexual relationship. So I'm just saying.
But you must have a situationship one side in case that one does not work.
Situationship is it not about sex?
Backup
No.
plan. Just backup plan.
Backup plan is situation. It's not an actual relationship. Backup plan is like situationship. You know that you and this person you are in some sort of situation. You know that this is the person that.
But as a girl, you always have guys, 1 or 2 or 3 guys that will be chasing you from beginning.
There are ones that will
years
just
and
be
years
there
and years.
Sure, you know, say
There are
guys,
ones that every year they just come to your there every 2 years. Last and you go marry you and they go back.
guys
Ones
don't
like
they do all
that.
those things again as
No.
before.
They still do.
They know they do them
Tomorrow,
again as before.
They still do.
How chasing
You
a
don't-
girl for a
Nah.
long
You
time?
don't really. You
They
don't. You have
still
not
do.
seen or you don't have doesn't mean you don't.
They
do.
still do.
They do.
Me, I can confidently say
They
they
do.
still do.
You have any?
Why you bothered?
Why are you confidently saying?
I know now.
It's
What
confidence
if you have
for
trust
me.
truth to somebody I know? that happened to. Do you get?
Somebody.
I dey
No, now you dey confidently talk on person's behalf.
Hey, people will not give me
Okay.
This is a podcast, so I don't mean everything I'm saying.
This one they try to justify itself.
But that's just the honest truth. Just keep an open mind. That's what I would say.
Now I'm going to ask, what are deal breakers for men? What do you think are those things that yes, a guy will say if it's not this, nah, it cannot work.
Some men, they will tell you they have a particular body type. If she's not this,
It's not going to
Never.
work.
That's true.
never. Why some they will tell you if she cannot cook, it's a no-no. Some they will tell you if she did not go to school, she did not go to school, like it's a no-no. Some they will tell you if her father does not have money,
It's a no.
it's a no-no. Some they will tell you, if she's not from this particular place,
Tribe.
it's a no-no. So men even have more deal breakers than women. But just that they might cheat with the ones that, do you understand? They might
Yeah.
have girlfriends that don't tick their boxes and
Yeah.
they're actually having a good relationship with this
With
person.
them.
But when it comes for them to settle down, they will settle down with, they will even, some even tell you she's not a virgin.
Yeah, they won't. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's
when it
true.
comes for them to settle down, they will settle down with that person that ticks all their boxes.
Someone that is different from who they
Someone that is different from who entirely they were having a
Yeah.
relationship with, and it's crazy.
But then I feel like most times guys say that if you don't know how to cook is a deal breaker. But I know I've heard of people that even in marriages
They still buy
they
fast
still
food.
they still marry someone that cannot
No,
cook
that
or does not.
those men did not actually. There are some men that their wives
Now,
don't know how to.
You
They don't
remember
even know
that
the
I
way to the
said
kitchen.
they come out to say it, especially online, that if you're not this, I cannot deal with this and this and that and that. But behind the scenes, we know what you are doing.
True, that
Behind the
is also part
scenes,
of it.
you accept those things that you're trying to put out there to tell people that this is not it or this is I will never. But back there, you're like, don't worry, baby, it's nothing, it's you, it's this,
No
it's
other
that.
people.
Yes. So I think guys should stop doing this thing where people are trying to do if it's not this is totally not it for me. But at the end of the day, you find yourselves even being with worse people than those people that you've already
That's
cancelled
true.
and said, no, I'm not doing this. It's this shit does not make sense. I feel like guys, their own is not even about having deal breaker, it's more like they are confused.
Yeah.
It's more like they are confused until they've met the person that they know that, oh, I can actually fit into this person.
The thing is, some guys don't even know what they want.
Thank you.
Why some?
Anyone wake up, may we see as they go.
Anywhere below face. Why some they actually know what they want.
Yeah.
Go for what they want.
Yeah. Okay, in summary, in conclusion, I would like to know what you guys have to say about this whole deal breaker thing.
I would just say that it's actually an individual opinion. You can make it a deal breaker or you cannot. It's all about individuals. So that's all I have to say.
Okay. What about you?
For me, I would say deal breakers are something you can actually work on. It's having a mutual understanding with somebody and knowing that you love this person to want to work on yourself. Love this person enough for you want to let go of some things. It's something that it can actually be resolved.
Yeah.
You understand and worked on. So depends on how you love the person and how you are willing to sacrifice for that person.
Yeah.
So
guys, like I would always say, any day, anytime, if you love somebody, you can actually compromise for that person. If you love somebody enough not to lose them, you can actually do those things that even if it makes you uncomfortable, just for me to adjust and fit into this thing that hurts this person a lot. Because it's a relationship, it's not just about your feelings, it's about the feelings of the person, your partner that you are with. So you might have a deal breaker and then, but you can definitely adjust, especially when you see that this is headed somewhere. I'm talking to those of us that are single, right? And then in marriages too, somehow people don't realize that there are deal breakers they keep because we're already married. So anyhow we want to be, take them like that. But then there's no love without compromise. There's no love without sacrifice. You cannot say it's love without wanting to compromise or wanting to sacrifice at one point or the other. You have your deal breaker, I have my deal breaker. everybody's not the same. Even though women might be seen to have this perspective of, yes, this is a deal breaker for women, but then it might not be the same for anybody, right? So I think that's a wrap on this one. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with us on this show. Do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until we come across your screen next time, do well to stay cool.
It's better for relationship to be private.